Okay, is he Dr. Lee there? Okay,
Yes.
I don't know how many of you remember this guy. Those that are new probably have never heard him speak. But he has lots of videos on channel Atomy.
Yeah,
Contributed.
I love his videos.
Thank you, Dr. Fu. So let's play a short clip of this. I just want to introduce what he's going to say by him. Okay, here we go.
오늘 여러분들하고 같이 생각해 볼 문제는 어쩌면 애터미 사업을 처음 시작하는 사람이나 또는 기존의 사업자들이라 할지라도 이것은 반드시 알아야 되겠다 하는 내용입니다. 즉 애터미 사업이 성공할 수밖에 없는 근본적인 이유가 무엇인가 하는 거예요. 이건 애터미 사업의 본질이면서도 핵심입니다. 여기에 대한 확신이 없으면 어려움에 봉착했을 때 언제든지 사업을 그만둘 수도 있습니다. 따라서 애터미 사업의 본질과 핵심에 대한 확신이 있으면 어지간한 어려움은 극복해낼 수가 있습니다. 그런데 이러한 이 성공 조건을 피상적으로만 알고 있지 그것이 얼마나 중요한가에 대해서 그렇게 깊이 있게 인식을 하는 사람이 별로 없는 것 같아요. 자, 그럼 애터미 사업이 는 그 비용을 회수할 수가 없어요. 그래서 상크 코스트 매몰 비용이라 합니다. 일반적으로 이런 생각해 볼 문제는 어쩌면 애터미 사업을 처음 시작하는 사람이나 또는 기존의 사업자들이라 할지라도 이것은 반드시 알아야 되겠다 하는 내용입니다. 즉 애터미 사업이 성공할 수밖에 없는 근본적인 이유가 무엇인가 하는 거예요. 이건 애터미 사업의 본질이면서도 핵심입니다. 여기에 대한 확신이 없으면 어려움에 봉착했을 때 언제든지 사업을 그만둘 수도 있습니다. 따라서 애터미 사업의 본질과 핵심에 대한 확신이 있으면 어지간한 어려움은 극복해낼 수가 있습니다. 그런데
So that's a short clip of starting what he was going to say. So he said, I am going to talk about the conditions for sharing Atomy. The conditions for why you can become successful in Atomy. To me, this is the first step towards you wanting to do Atomy. Because every time we talk about Atomy, we look at it and say, why do I want to do it? And you must believe that Atomy is going to change your life. And from Dr. Lee, he has mentioned these 6 points as to why you can all succeed in Atomy, why we can all succeed in Atomy. There's no if, and, or buts to this message that he shared. He just said it very simply. If you know these 6 things, there's no reason for you not to succeed. There's no reason for you to even think about giving up Atomy. So let's begin with what he shared about the conditions for Atomy or success in Atomy. So back to my slides now. So the first thing that he said was that for us to be able to be successful in Atomy, we need to understand why we need to know all these things. What are the conditions? Why is it that we need to know? The first thing he said was that it is important for us to know because this will give you the certainty that you will not give up when difficulties arise. When something comes up that's going to be a problem, you will be sure why you are not going to give up, why you are going to continue to do Atomy in spite of anything. Oh, someone is writing on the screen. Secondly, he says that if you know all these things as to why you can succeed at Atomy, then you have confidence actually in the essence and core of Atomy. If you understand these 6 points, you will begin to see what is the essence and core of Atomy. And therefore, with this, you can overcome any challenges, whether it be relationship, whether it be products, whether it be talking to people and so on. All this will be overcome because you have confidence in Atomy. The third thing that he says, why we need to know this, is because this will lead us to be consistent in what we do. We will stay the track. We will consistently keep growing in Atomy. And that's what that is that he said. And then the last thing is, there's going to be continuity. You will continue to do, I will continue to do Atomy no matter what. And I'm not going to give up because I know that this is true. And these reasons are reasons that are so real to me that Atomy is going to be the one thing that I will hold on to for a long time to come. So why we need to know about these 6 conditions? These are the 4 points that he shared. Now, what are the 6 conditions? Why? So before I go into that, is why does Atomy business, why is it that it is destined for you to succeed in? Why is this possible? These are the 6 reasons he gave why in the Atomy business you will definitely succeed. Number 1, there's no sunk cost. Number 2, our products hold the philosophy of masstige. Number 3, there are simple requirements to become successful in Atomy. Number 4, we have a company-led system, training system that allows everyone, no matter who their sponsor is, no matter who their upline is, to succeed. Number 5, we have a marketing plan that undoubtedly is fair and allows everyone to succeed. And finally, we have this concept called the super synergy of united hearts that will make everyone become an expert and be able to succeed in Atomy. So let's go through each of these point by point. The first thing is no sunk costs. Now, when I was in the business world, when I was in the bank and I lend money to businesses, I've got to mute everybody. So when I was in the bank and I lend money to people, the first thing that I do was to ask them how much it will cost them to start a business. Whenever you start a business, there are certain cost requirements that you can never recover. You have this cost that you will lose when you close your business. So it is basically an investment. Some cost is an investment that you put into it that you cannot retrieve when you quit the business. So say, for example, today I started to open a restaurant. What is the first thing? What are one of the things I need to do? I need to buy equipment for the kitchen. That's one thing. But I also need to make a sign for my restaurant. Let's say I call it Steve's Donuts. And that sign is only particular to Steve Donuts, right? It's Steve's Donut, no one else's donuts. When I quit the business, that sign is a cost that I can never recover. I can chop it up for firewood. I can do it for different things, but it is still a cost that I put in that I will not get back in full or in any way. The same with the equipment that I have for the restaurant. I will not get everything back from there. So this is sunk costs that we put into. However, if you look at Atomy, Atomy is the only business right now that you do not have a sunk cost. Someone told me this and said, Stevie, what about YouTuber? Don't they have, they don't have any sunk costs? That's not true. I started to watch kids YouTube again because my grandson and we sit down and then he will watch all this. He doesn't watch the regular usual cartoon movies and so on. He wants to watch those where it features other kids playing with toys. Now, all these kids, when they buy all these toys, their parents do the filming. They buy equipment, they have to do sets, they have to do backgrounds and everything else. Those are all sunk costs for them, even though it doesn't cost them anything, so to say, to start that business. But they need to put in to build sets for the show that they are doing. So that's still sunk costs. If you look at Atomy, Atomy has no entry fee. I've not come across so far any other network marketing company that will give you a no entry fee. There is some that says, okay, no entry fee. I met one recently. They told me, say, hey, there's no cost to join this. But I said, when I do the business, is there a cost to me? So of course there is, they told me, because it's a business. You need to put money in. So here is Atomy that says no entry fee, no monthly maintenance fee. I said membership there, but really there's no maintenance fee to keep your Atomy going. So you can come back to me and say, but Stevie, you have to buy one product a year. If you don't use that product, then that is a cost to you that you can't recover. But if that product you're going to use anyway, it's no longer, it's something that you're going to use. So there's no monthly maintenance fee there to be at all, no annual maintenance fee. And best thing for many business people, there's no exit fee. Exit fees is what causes a lot of business people to feel that they have lost in their business. They could be making money, but their money are still not able to cover all the sunk costs that they put in, because those costs, you just cannot get it back when you quit the business. In Atomy, not only is there no sunk costs, in Atomy, what you will reap what you sow, what you put into Atomy. The more you put into Atomy, the greater you will reap from Atomy. That is what Atomy is all about. The more you sow, proper sowing, good seeds, you will reap good rewards. That's Atomy. So that's the number one thing that Dr. Lee said that really resonated with me. I've watched this video a few times. But this thing about no sunk cost really sank to me when I sat down and started to think about, okay, when I was lending money to my small business people, how many of them, when they closed their shop, lost money? Not because they didn't make, they lost all the money they started the restaurant with. I had a friend that just gave up his Korean restaurant business. Why? He said business was too slow. What's he doing now? He ended up being a chef for 2 restaurants just to be able to keep going, earn a lifestyle that he has before. Those are the challenges of starting a business. But this sunk cost is the one thing that Atomy doesn't have for you to start. And that's one of the reasons why many people give up and don't do Atomy, because there's no cost to them. So if you started a business with no cost, will you put your effort in? That's my first question to all of you. Second point that Dr. Lee shared about was that about products, masstige products. So here it is. The word mass, general population, and prestige products doesn't go hand in hand. People who are ordinary people wants to get prestigious products, but the price is most of the time the one that stops them from getting it. Everybody wants to get prestigious product. Everybody wants to be using the top brand, whether you call it La Mer, whether you call it Chanel, whether you call it Estee Lauder, whatever it is, everybody wants to use that. But only those that can afford it could use it. But here, we are talking about products that are as good as that or better than that, but the masses could afford it because it is at 1/10 of the prices of some of these high-end products. If that's the case, then you have an Atomy business that starts with good products that people everywhere can afford to buy. And not only that, the products are such good quality that after using it, many of them will continue to use and pursue these products because the price is good. And so this concept of masstige product is something that is unique to Atomy. We have brought two very different concepts together and made it work for our products so that people, at the end of the day, consumer will become successful. So that's the second point in Dr. Lee's video that he mentioned, that he said makes Atomy impossible for you to fail. Because you already have. Now, the other thing, besides these masstige products, you don't have to worry about whether products are sold out, whether you have to update your website. What about new products? Where are you going to find new products? All these are done for you. As a business owner, you don't have to worry about these things. Ask anyone who wants to open a 7-Eleven store or a convenience store. They need to constantly check what they have in stock, what they don't have in stock, what is going to run out, what is not going to run out. How are they going to inform their customers about it? All this in Atomy is done for you. That's the second point, masstige products. The third point is simple requirements. Dr. Lee then talked about there are 3 simple requirements for all of us to succeed. And what are these? Number 1, you need to like doing business, at least this business. So if it's Stevie, all I need to do is just to love doing the business. I like it now. I can talk to people. So do you like to share with friends your favorite products or your favorite restaurant? If you like doing that, then you should like doing Atomy, because all Atomy asks you to do is, can you share your favorite products with your friends and ask them to just use it? That's it. So he says the first thing is like, but like doing business is not enough. You do need something else. The second thing is you must be good at business, good at doing Atomy business. What does it mean? Stevie, I don't have any business experience. How can I do business? How can I be good at business? So are you good at sharing your favorite restaurant with your friends? Are you good at telling friends that there's a deal down the street? Go grab it now. Can you do those things? If you can, you're good at Atomy business, because everything else in Atomy is calculated for you. You don't need to look about how much inventory you have. You don't need to look at how much leftover you need to buy, what you need to order. You don't need to worry about all those. Even your tax at the end of the year, when it comes down to now is the beginning of 2024, everybody is thinking about taxation soon. Atomy gives you a T4 statement, a T4A statement that tells that you can just use to tell the government how much you made through Atomy. If you make less than $500, you don't even need to report that income. That's what being good at business in Atomy is all about. It provides you with everything you need. The third requirement, he says, okay, so you're good at business, you like doing this business. He says that's not enough. There's one more requirement that you need to be. You must find that Atomy is a rewarding business for you. And let me go back to the example of sharing a restaurant with someone. When you share a restaurant, a good restaurant that you've been to with your friends, they went there and they told you, I went to eat at the restaurant you recommended. It was really, really good food. How do you feel? Did you get any money from the restaurant? No, but you got the reward because your friend says it was good. Thank you for sharing it with me. That's rewarding. In fact, this kind of reward is so much better than monetary that many people prefer someone to be able to tell them that thanks for helping me. That's what Atomy is. So if Atomy is a business that you can like doing because you always like sharing with people, if it is, and you're good at doing that, if you are not good yet, just practice and start to be generous. When you become generous, you become very good at Atomy business. And lastly, when you share with people and they come back to you and say, thanks, that's a rewarding business. So Atomy has all these simple requirements that will make you be able to do this business easily, be successful, be happy with this business. The next point he mentioned about is this thing called company-led training system. When I was in the bank, I did training for the whole bank. I prepared e-learning, I prepared lectures for people, PowerPoint presentations for people so that they can share the bank information and business, sometimes with their team members. For some, it's the employees, branch manager employees. And generally, it's just for the whole bank to be able to learn about banking systems and what is going on. These are what I used to do. And I always appreciate it if the training was given by someone who knows what they are doing. Not everyone is going to be able to have a good training system. Now, Atomy training system is based on this one concept called the accompanied growth philosophy. And it is because of this that Atomy wants everyone to grow together that Atomy decides we need to put in a company-led training system. What is a company-led training system? It's company providing all the training to everyone. Doesn't matter what team you are, from the ground level up, you can attain the training you need. Because now training is not dependent on your sponsor. So I was in one network marketing before, where I had a sponsor who knows nothing. He doesn't even know the complex, cannot even talk to me. And he always points me to someone else. And that person that he points me to was only interested in those that are really, really successful. Though they are not successful, he put me aside. It's dependent on sponsors, whether I am part of the group 3 that they make money from me or they don't. So when training is dependent on sponsors, some teams will be able to grow very quickly if the sponsors are really good trainers, and other teams would suffer. And then what happens? Not everyone who become a distributor with Atomy or a contractor with Atomy would be able to grow together with the company because they lack training. They lack people to help them to grow in this business. And because of this, Atomy decided we need a company-led training system. And because it's not dependent on sponsors, now all teams have the opportunity to succeed. Whether your sponsor is good or not good trainer, they all have a chance to succeed. And someone then asked me, Stevie, if the company provides all the training, should every team grow at the same speed? Why is it that some grows slower and some grows really, really fast? Now, speed of growth in a team is dependent on how well each of us as members learn. If we are not open to learning, if we are always feel that we know enough. So the analogy goes back to a cup, whether it's half full or half empty, or to a cup that's always full. If you have a cup that is full, you cannot pour anything else into that cup. The same with food as well. When you are full from a food, any other food don't taste good, no matter how good it is, because you are full. And if we always think that we are full, we know everything, we don't need to learn from anyone else, then your growth will slow down. Because everyone that I've met so far, when I give talks like that, whether in different countries for Atomy and so on, same thing comes to me. That people all learn at different pace. And those who are willing and open to accept learning, they grow really fast because they always believe that they have more to learn. And the same with me. I've been giving Atomy compensation plan lectures, I guess, for the last 7 years now. I know the compensation inside out. Do I? I ask myself, and every time I listen, sometimes Christina will just, someone will just say something, a leader will say something, I need to think about that. That part of the system I don't know. But how did I catch it? It's because I decided that I don't know everything yet. I still need to learn. I still need to grow. So the company-led system is a good system, gives us the information we need. The question is, do each of you and each of your members willing to learn? And that's will determine how fast your team will grow. The next point he mentioned about was Atomy's marketing plan. Now here you have a company that says that we have the first 4 things, easy to follow, easy to go through, but the marketing plan is the hardest thing for you to understand. Now, when I first came into network marketing before, some 15 years ago, I attended one particular network marketing that the comp plan was so complicated, I left not understanding how to make money. That's one thing. And by the time I understood the plan, I realized that it is almost difficult. It's really difficult to make money. You can make money at the beginning. Thereafter, there's no residual income because it's difficult for you to sustain the payment from that. So marketing plan is very important for a company. And so why is Atomy marketing plan so unique that Dr. Lee himself, an economist, comes out to say that this marketing plan, everyone has an equal chance to succeed. Everyone will get paid through this marketing plan. So let's look at it. It is a fair compensation plan. Do you agree? Doesn't matter what time you join. In many of the other network marketings that I've been in, everybody says the top is easier. When you're at the top of the whatever team building compensation plan they have, you're at the top, you will make money. If you join later, you won't be able to make money. Or you can make instant money, but it will not last. It will not be residual income. Fair compensation plan is important. Anybody who comes in could get paid. Did you know one thing about Atomy compensation plan? You don't need any business leaders in your plan to make money. You don't need another business partner to make money in Atomy. Did you know that? All you need is consumers. It's like you open this store, as long as you have people coming in and they shop in your mall, you make money. Am I correct? If you open a convenience store, you sell products. Obviously, you make some profit from those selling of those products. And that's it, you make money. But in this fair compensation plan, anybody can start the same business and still be able to make money. That's a fair compensation plan that doesn't require you to look for a business partner. That's one thing. The other thing is this ceiling cap that we have indicates that Atomy is serious about making it fair for everyone. If we don't have a ceiling cap, the top people will continue to make all the money, and the bottom people will have less and less money. Think about it. If I gave you a pizza, 8 slices, and all the top people each get a slice. Okay, there are 4 great people there. They each one took a slice from there. There are only left 4 slices. For who? For all the rest of the people. How big a slice would you get out of that? Because there's no cap, no limit. They can take all of it and leave nothing to you. And that's what it is. The ceiling cap is very important for us to say that our marketing plan is fair for everyone. Atomy says you get paid for the effort that you put in, but you cannot earn an unlimited amount of income in Atomy, because Atomy believes that there should be more than one millionaire. There should be many millionaires in Atomy. That's a fair marketing plan. The next thing about the marketing plan is that it goes to unlimited level. Now, I don't know how many of you have really thought about unlimited levels. I was in another network marketing company where there were two controls for me to make money. The first one was I only get the highest commission from those I personally bring in. Number one. So I must personally bring in people. So if I brought in Adolfo, then I will get the highest commission from Adolfo sales, whatever it is. But if Adolfo brought someone in, I didn't bring him in, I lose. I get less. Adolfo will get the full, but I get less. And if it's the next level down, I get even less, and come up to the 5th level, that person, whatever he makes, I get nothing. That's limited levels, right? How would you like to work in that system? You only look after those that you personally brought in. And those that you didn't bring in, you don't care. There's no synergy. There's no build-up of teamwork. Unlimited levels also means that it doesn't matter where the next leader comes from, how far down it comes from. They will still help you to move your income upwards. It doesn't matter where this leader pop up from in your team. Unlimited. So sooner or later, someone in your team will find someone who is going to be better than you, than me, better speaker than I am, better leader than I am. And they'll be able to lead their team like crazy. What does that do? Stevie benefit? Yes, Stevie will benefit. Will you benefit? Yes, you will benefit. That's what unlimited levels mean. I hope you understand that this unlimited level is one of the most powerful things that Mr. Park has put into the compensation plan. The next thing about our marketing plan is unlimited accumulation. That means accumulation goes all the way down to your 100,000 levels, if that's where you are. All the points get up, and the accumulation keeps coming up from everyone. Now, not everybody will buy products on the same day to give you enough points to match. People buy every day different amounts, different things. So if you are limited to only a certain amount of accumulation from each person's purchases, and I've seen that in other comp plans too. So some comp plans say, okay, Stevie, if this person buys a lot more products, not everything will count for your commission, because those points, they're just overflowing. So we don't take them into consideration. We only take up to a cap of, let's say, 100,000 points from one person. And if that's the case, you don't get unlimited accumulation. Yes, we have a cutoff. 50 million points is our cutoff. What happened to the extra? That's the other thing you guys need to know as well. The extra that will overflow every time we matches. So when I match at 600, 300, what happens to the excess 300? Many companies will take that excess 300 and put it back into their bottom line. Is their profit. They will take it back. Atomy, on the other hand, says, no, what is set aside for members will go to members. So all the excess points, every time there's a match of all the 300s, all the excess points are grouped together and then redivided among all those who match for that day. And so sometimes you get a little bit more in your paycheck. That's unlimited accumulation too. And I hope all of us can understand that. That is a very powerful way in which Atomy has allowed us to make income. The last one is that in Atomy's marketing plan, everyone has a chance to become rich. It is not dependent on education. It is not dependent on experience, because you don't need experience. Training is being given by the company. You don't need any other thing to become rich. You just have to be able to do those three simple things that I said, like this business, right? Able to, good at doing this business. And thirdly, you're just able to go out and tell people that this is what Atomy is all about. Okay, so this is for the marketing plan. And the last point, Dr. Lee says why everyone here can have the confidence that you can succeed in Atomy. It's because of this concept called super synergy of united hearts. He says what this means is that all members, including sponsors and partners, can combine their efforts together. Atomy is the only network marketing company I've come across where cross lines, sister line, brother lines, cousin lines, whatever lines they are, all work together. Sponsors as well as partners work together to make Atomy successful. The one big thing in this thing is that Atomy in this way will grow extremely fast. So if you look at the growth of Atomy, within the last 13 years, Atomy has grown to 16 million members. That's huge in network marketing by world standards. And we're only 13 years old. And many people have continued to stay using Atomy. They may not know anything about the business in Atomy, but they've continued to be users of Atomy products. So we all combine together to be able to succeed in Atomy. You're not alone. That's number one in super synergy of united hearts. Number two, regardless of lines, members can provide training to each other. Did you know that? When you go to CTC, you could be in Adolfo team, you may be in someone else's team, you may be in another person's team, but everyone gets training. When I speak in the center, I have many other teams that join this center meeting. My sister team, my brother team, some people not even in any of our downlines, but because they are attached to the center, they come for training. And so therefore, regardless of what lines you're in, we provide training for everyone who's willing to come and learn together. This actually allows our team growth to be faster than normal. That also means we support each other financially and emotionally. So someone asked me, Stevie, if someone run out of money, do I have to give money to them? I said, no, that's not what financially supporting each other means. It means simply in Atomy, what is happening is that when you run out of a product, what do? I've seen it in Calgary before. You send a text out to all the team members, hey, anyone has a set of evening care for me? I ran out. I have a member who wants it. Can you please let me know? That's financially. You paid for the products first. The person needs it right away. So go, take it. And then they pay you back. That's what supporting each other financially means as well. Not just by being a charity case and giving, no, you're supporting each other financially through products, through PVs, and so on and so forth. But most important, you support each other emotionally. You lift up those leaders that are down. For those that are running low on steam, that's why you come and plug into the system, because the system will reboot your thinking, your mindset, and your whole body. That's what that is. And through the super synergy of united hearts, we start to consult with each other. We can talk to anybody in every different team. Adolfo has a large team. Each team has different leaders. And yet the leaders could come together to consult each other on what to do. Sometimes at the center, Markham Harmony Center, the leaders will come together. Sharon Rose will come together to what? To consult and talk to each other. The other day, I just sat down and talked to another Sharon Rose, and we shared about our challenges with this business. I shared my experiences. And that way we grow. That's your mastermind group in action. And that's one of the best things I've ever found. I've always wanted to look for mastermind groups that think like me. And here in Atomy, invariably, we fall into those. And we begin to have mastermind groups that we can form your own mastermind groups, get a few sales masters together, get a few people that think like you. Doesn't matter what team they are, and learn to support each other. And the last thing about super synergy of United Hearts is that we cannot have a super synergy of United Heart if we are not based on principles. We must all base our super synergy of United Heart on basic principles. And I'm very glad that Mr. Park in the beginning has already set out the principles for us as to what it is. We built a super synergy of United Hearts by adopting what? The cow philosophy or the baby philosophy? By adopting the baby philosophy with all the people that we deal with. So it's based on principles. We do not try to say that the company is no good. We will not say that the company is bad. Why? Because we can sense from here, from this thing that we know about Atomy, that it is an organization that pursues what? Customer satisfaction, mutual growth for everybody, and being able to give back to the society. That's what our super synergy of United Hearts come together for. And with that, there's one last one, and it says, the result of all this super synergy of United Hearts is that we actually reduce costs for what? For training. We actually reduce costs for getting people starting in the business. We actually then be able to promote exponential growth for the whole team, because one leader can speak to several teams at the same time. And we can go to different countries. If there are 5 leaders altogether, each one goes to one country, this is what it is. This is what happened at the beginning for Atomy. When Atomy was going to spread out into US, Canada, and Japan, the only leaders that we had were Koreans. Many of them don't have any members here in Canada. And yet, they grouped together, they put in their funds together and select people who would come over to Canada just to talk to us. And my greatest honor was to be able to meet Imperial Master, the late Imperial Master, Park Dong-Chu. He was here. He did all this work to build Atomy Canada with lectures and so on. And he doesn't have a single Canadian in his downline. Maybe that changed now. But that time when he was here, he has no one member that's under him that belongs to Canada. That's in Canada. And yet, he came out and brought Atomy into Toronto, into Canada, and helped us all to see what Atomy is capable of. So, with this, in conclusion, these are the 6 points that Dr. Lee says is very important for us to know. And it is very important for us to actually think about it. No sunk costs. We have prestige products. To be successful in Atomy, very simple requirements for you to meet. We have a company-led training system that allows every one of us to learn as much as we want or as little as we want. We have a marketing plan that is truly fair and righteous. Everybody has a chance to make their first check as quickly as possible, as low as possible. And definitely the super synergy of United Hearts is what merges us all together. to lift us and say that I'm not alone in this business. I'm truly in a family that will help each of us to succeed. Now, I'm going to stop sharing now. I'm going to go back to the video and let Dr. Lee round off with this last few words that he's going to say. Give me 1 second while I find it back.
이러한 몇 배가 돼버려. 한 번 교육할 걸 5번 해버려. 이런 것 때문에 배가의 원리가 작동하는 거예요. 그건 재심합력이 아니에요. 그럼 왜 재심합력을 하라고 그러고 많은 스폰서가 컨설팅을 함으로써 밑에 사람이 발전을 하니까 재심합력을 하는 거예요. 애터미 사업이 성공할 수밖에 없는 5가지 요소를 얘기했는데요. 하도 많이 들어서 귀에 못이 박혔을 거예요. 그런데 많이 들었는데 관심이 없다 보니까 이게 얼마나 중요한지를 몰라. 굉장히 중요한 요소. 이걸 신규 사업자들에게 각인시키지 않으면 조금만 어려우면 떠나요. 성공할 수 있다는 확신이 없는데 논리적 근거, 합리적 이론, 그리고 수학적 근거가 없는데 누가 끝까지 남아있겠어요? 그래서 센터가 됐건 팀이 됐건 또는 자기 그룹이 됐건 애터미 사업이 성공할 수밖에 없는 객관적 조건이 무엇인가에 대해서 한번 천착을 해보시기 바랍니다. 꼭꼭 씹어봐요. 그거 아무데나 있는 조건이 아닙니다. 그런 다음 그걸로 끝나지 마시고 나는 그러면 이러한 객관적 조건을 활용해서 우리 팀, 우리 센터, 우리 그룹이 성공할 수 있는 리더십을 난 가지고 있는가 하는 걸 생각해 보시고 토의를 해 보시기 바랍니다. 예, 경청해 주셔서 감사합니다. 예.
All right. I hope that was useful for all of you. His rounding words. We all know this. All that I've shared with you, you probably have heard it many, 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 many times before. You know all the 6 points. In your heart, you can probably recite it easily. But we don't think about it. We don't think about it enough to say that these are the reasons why I cannot but succeed in Atomy. And if that's what that is, I hope that all of you, by the end of this year, everyone who is sitting here will go out 1 level up. If not, those who are aiming for Global Auto Sales Master, you will get there by the end of this year. Or at least go up to the next level. That's what this is. Atomy is possible. You are not alone. We all work together for this. So thank you very much for listening. I will give everybody a chance. If you have any questions, you can ask. If there are none, then I will close off in a few minutes' time. Go ahead. Anyone has any questions? Anything you want to know, ask?
Stevie,
Yes.
Thank you so much. I just want to share. Thank you for bringing us back to the basic. I think it's so important that some of us is in Atomy for a while, and we've forgotten about the condition of the basic step of the success. They're so easy because Atomy is all about giving you the success system. All you have to do is just follow the system. And many of us we kind of lose that synergy of united heart. We do our own thing and we forgot about following the system. And then when you get when you face difficulty, some of us just walk away. We lose steam, I should say. And I think it's so important that we have to revisit again the conditions that Dr. Lee was talking. I think it's very important because it's such a simple business. Why many think that this is such a difficult business? It's not. It's so simple because there's no cost. Everything is there for us. And yet, many of us cannot, go any further. I don't know, we are all facing, difficulties. So, yeah, I think we really, really have to, do something this year. Bring us back to the basic and think about, Atomy is all about for you to be rich, to be successful. Thank you. That's a very good reminder. Thank you, Stevie.
You're welcome. Thank you. Thank you, Lee, for the comments. Anyone has anything else to add?
I'd like to contribute.
Go ahead, Adolfo. Thank you.
I think at this time, because this is a good time, we have lots of leaders in here in the Zoom. I would like to express my personal experience. And let's have a mastermind mastermind to get a good solution so that we can move forward. This is my personal experience. I have experienced many times that the previous sales master would not run again instead of being excited to do it again. Instead, they said, we're not ready, or I don't have money. So what would be the mastermind solutions for this among our masters today?
Thank you, Adolfo, for the question. Does anyone want to contribute to that? Has anyone anything to say about that? One of my biggest challenge with Atomy is losing steam. We all do. There are times when there are times when I say, why am I in Atomy? And the good thing is, Christina set up, we have a center here called Markham Harmony Center. I just come back here, listen to someone talk, and my batteries is recharged. I go out saying, yeah, I'm doing this because this is Atomy. That's what that is. For everyone who is here, sitting here, maybe you think too hard about Atomy. You think too hard. Atomy is a very simple business, as Cheryl Master Lee said. It's very simple business. Don't think too much about it. Just go out and share. The more you share, the bigger your team will grow. And lately, I did a calculation. If I restarted this business, what I'll do, this is what I would do. I would go out and look for 30 consumers. 15 on my left side, 15 on my right side, and just focus on those 30 people. I won't look for more. With these 30 consumers, I would build them all to become auto consumers, so that these 30 people themselves will go out and look for 30 people themselves. Can you look after 30 customers that shop on your mall regularly? If you say you can't, then you don't like this business. You can't do this business. Don't do it anymore. Just build 30 people in your team that love the products, and then they know how to go out and they want to go out and do the same thing. Just tell their friends about it. Not to do the business. Just tell their friends about the products. Do you know how fast your team can grow? Because you're not using yourself to look for 500 members. You're focusing on 30 of them. And from this 30, if each one in that 30, each bring in only 10 people, not much, just 10, your business will be expanding as well. That's the numbers side of things. So never stop challenging, because going for sales master again is for you to build your team. That's all there is. When you run for sales master, you're not buying volume. You're not looking for volume. You're just adding new customers in to buy Atomy products. If it's not your people, it's your team people's people, not your own people. I run out of people already. So I still got people who want to talk to me, who are my friends. Every time I open my mouth, Atomy says, Stevie, stop. Don't tell me about Atomy. I'm not using it. But I go to those others that I know who has their own friends. And we go from there. So this business is about just touching one person at a time. And if you run out of people, your team members have people. Everyone knows at least 250 people. If you can tap into just 10% of that, there's 25 people from each of them. You will never run out of leads. So there you go. Any other comments from everybody?
Thank you, Stevie, for that clarification. Hope everyone get excited on that answer that you gave today.
This is my go-to for 2024. I told myself that this year I'm going to help my team to come up with 10 auto sales master, GASM. Not one time auto sales, but at least 12 times in a year, that kind of GASM by the end of this year. I'm looking forward to see 10 GASM. How am I going to do that? I have no idea right now. But I know that if I keep thinking about it, the how will come. Helen, I saw you put up your hand. You got a question.
Yes. I have a friend, she's a realtor. She told me that even flipping houses is faster earning money than Atomy. So she just laughed at me. So she said, you shouldn't do Atomy. And so I just want to, how do you talk to her when she told me that even selling houses or flipping houses is where I can earn more money than this?
Okay, that's a very good question. So ask her, how many of your other real estate agents are doing the same thing as you do and are successful? Ask her. If all the real estate agents could do this, all the real estate agents would be rich. But let me tell you some things about real estate. My wife is in real estate. Her office has 600 agents. I think now close to 700 agents. Last time I attended the party that the boss gave to all those that achieve well, right? So we get to go for a Christmas party. The number of people who formed that group was 60 people. That's 10% of the whole group. But the other, out of the 60, more than half of them are spouses. So only 5% in the office is actually making money that the boss is willing to give them a dinner. So it's not that easy. Plus, if you flip a house, you have a great chance of making a lot of money. You also have a great chance of losing all the money. That's number one. And it's not passive. You have to flip many houses to get the income consistently coming in. You can make a one-time income of $1 million. Let's say you got a commission of $1 million. That's great. It's only one time. Atomy, you can get $1 million. When you earn 100,000 a year, you get $1 million every year for 3 generations, not one generation. So that's what you tell people. I know Atomy is maybe slow for me now, but at the end, the money keeps coming in. I don't have to do any more. I actually get freedom. I don't worry about whether contractor is going to finish my house on time, do what he has to do correctly, and the house will look good and I can resell it. That's what that is. So when people ask you questions, ask them, in terms of Atomy business, what are the pros of Atomy business? You must know that. So I hope that's why these 6 points are very important. If you can understand those 6 points and you think deeply about it, you can probably answer anybody who questions you about Atomy's income. Anyone else has any questions? No? Okay. I hope that this has been useful, all of you. I hope to be able to, I will be coming by to Calgary on March the 9th. I'm flying in specially just for Calgary. That will be after I come back from Asia. So I hope I still look like that and not too fat. Because Lee is putting me on a cruise for 14 days. And cruises are very bad for diets. But I will be there on March the 9th, just to meet you guys live. Hopefully we can do something there together. And don't forget, we're all about synergy of united hearts. So let's meet together there. When I'm there, bring all the partners you have there. You need to talk to me, and Star Master Christina will be there. It's because she's going, I'm going. I will tag along whatever she does. That's my way of ensuring that I keep up to be part of her. When she goes to Royal, I want to also follow up and go to Star. And then when she goes to Crown, I will be Royal, and so on and so forth. So that's what I do with my sponsors. I tag along with my sponsors. And whatever they ask me to do, I will never say no first. I will say yes first. And then decide how I can do it. So whenever your leaders ask you, can you run? Say yes first. Then sit down and ask them, how am I going to do it? And you'll be surprised what you together with your sponsors can come up with. I remember last time when I used to try to run, right? Sponsor asked me, Stevie, are you willing to run? I look at my team. I said, are you stupid? That's what I say to myself. I did that to my sponsor, okay? I said, sponsor, are you stupid? I look at my team. I only have this much point. How am I going to finish running? And I don't want to pour in money, right? Running is all about putting in all your money into the basket, right? What's the point? You're losing money. So I said, okay, I run. Then I sit down with my sponsor now, and we go through everyone in my team, every person in that team. Okay, can this person do something? Can this person do something? Can this person do something? What can this person bring to the table for your run this time? Look at all your team members down. As you scroll down your team members, say, oh, she's due to buy toothbrush toothpaste. Okay, you know, toothbrush toothpaste, how much points is that? 9,000 points? Around there, I think. So you deduct 9,000 from 2.5 million. 9,000 down. The next person you go down. Oh, this one due to buy Absolute. Knock off 130,000 points. As you do this deduction, you become to say, hey, I don't have to do 2.5. I now only have to do 500,000 because I've listed these people and I know what they need. If you don't know what your team members need, you don't know your team members, you don't know your consumers. You should know your consumers, what they need, what they don't need. If you don't have these 30 people in your team, start looking for them. And I'll tell you that by the end of this year, you will all be auto sales master. Just do it. All right. So
That's
maybe
good tips. Yeah.
I have 18 people here. Less myself, there will be 17. Then each of you all become auto sales master. I'll meet my goal of 10 easily. So yes, you can do it because this is not yourself. If you had to do it by yourself, it will be terrible. If I had to do Atomy by myself, I would still be probably a member. I don't have all the know-hows. I can talk. That's all. That's all Stevie is good at, talk. That's what my wife always tells me. You talk too much. But because of the team members, we work together. And so we grow. And one tip for all of you who are leaders here, bring your team together. Have fun with them. I think Filipinos are the best people who knows how to have fun. You guys hold parties like nobody business. Every time you have a party, make sure all your leaders are together. Last year, I started getting to know my team leaders here in Toronto. Unfortunately, I have leaders all over the place. So this year, I'm going to get to know all the Calgary team leaders more. Maybe I cannot fly over every time to have party with you guys. But as often as I can get there, we'll have a party. Is that okay? All right. Okay, then.
Yes.
If there's nothing else for everyone,
Mm.
one last chance. Anyone has any questions? If none, then thank you so much.
Yeah.
Good night, everyone, and have a great year. All the best for
Thank you,
2024.
Stevie. Yeah.
Bye.
Thank you, Stevie.
Bye.
See you soon.
Thank you.
See you
Have a great
soon.
evening,
Bye.
guys.
Okay, bye-bye.